that's I think what kind of you're up to, because then you have people. Oh, are you a Spanish punk rock band? Or are you this? You know, people just try to. They have to define you, like they have to, you know, and it irks them that we're not adopting one, or you know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah, a lot of times I'll just say we're border hopping hardcore, and that's on the Windows Media thing. That's what I put for our genre. I wouldn't be able to really. I mean, if you want me to sit down and classify it, then I'd have to get a pen and a paper and go song by song, and then band by band that influenced that song, and then just be there all day.
I think one of the funnier experiences that we've had is how people assume, or they, like you said, Christy, they want to classify us, and they'll say something like, "Oh well, Sin Remedio, they're that feminist band." We're like, "Oh yeah, dude, like there's just happens to be two girls that want to play music. Doesn't mean
we're the chick band."
Or yes, we're the chick band.
You don't like that one, do you?
Well, the thing is, it's like it sucks for the guys, you know, and like they'll be like, "Oh yeah, well they're the girl band." It's like, no, we're not. You know, like we got two sausages chilling right here. You can't ignore them, you know.
Like one day we walked up to a gig, I think me and Christy, and you know we were at the gate, and they're like, "Oh, what band are you in?" Because like we're seeing the radio, and he's like, "Oh yeah, that's right, they have chicks in there." Like she didn't believe it.
No way, dude. No way.
Like this other guy, I don't know if it was, I think it was in Almani, this big space. Yeah. So I was like, "Oh yeah, it's true, they have chicks in the band." Like they didn't believe her because she said she's in the band.
I think sometimes we've played in neighborhoods that maybe didn't see good girls playing this type of music. I don't know what kind of rock they were living under, but you know, I remember, you know, us getting ready sometimes to play a show, or we're setting up, and you know, one time this guy came up, he's like, "Do you play guitar?" And I was like, "Yeah," and he's like, "Do you practice?" And
no,
I said,
dude.
No, I don't. I don't practice.
It's just natural.
I just throw it
It's
together.
like Immaculate Conception. Dude.
Like Brenda on my birthday with the drums.
No, dude. Because, you know, like, we've had that experience a few times.
Or
they'll be like, "Are you the singer?"
Mm-hmm.
Or like, "Oh my God, tell them about the time when they asked us to play in Santa Barbara," and they were like, "Yeah, you girls can like spice it up or whatever, or something like that."
Oh yeah, they will spice it up or something. But we do spice it up.
You know,
Alex with his backwards thong, you know.
Oh man.
But with that in mind, not the backwards thong, but just the whole chicks in a band topic. I was actually looking at the flyer for Mexico, and it said something about hardcore girls punk band or something, and I was like, dude, this looks like a porno flyer or something. Like, I don't know. When I thought of hardcore girls, I wasn't thinking about my bandmates. I was like, whoa, what the hell is this? Where are we playing at?
At least it'll catch the attention of the person reading the flyer.
But
it's funny, after we play a show, usually if you know some other bands, girls will go up to the guys and say, "Oh, your band's so good," or the guys will, you know, hit the guitar player, whatever. After we play the show, the guys and girls, they go to Christy and Brenda. Straight to them. No, it's true.
Why are you crying for? Why are you crying? Yeah, it's definitely an experience. I think in the beginning it was a little bit harder. Like I know for myself, when I first started playing, like our first show, like the first time I played drums, oh my God, I was just like, it wasn't so much about nerves, it was just how tense my like arms got and stuff, and I felt like I played a bad show. And I remember people like just looking at me like, "Oh, what's this?" Like, "Oh, you know," like people, they're just not used to it, you know. And then once you start getting better, like I got a lot of comments like, "Oh, you're really good, you know, for a girl." And I'm like, "Oh,
yeah.
is that a compliment?" Like, I can't tell, you know. Like it's just so weird, you know, and it just happens often.
We played this backyard one time in Rosemead, and
Is that where the video came from on YouTube?
Yes.
No, not that one. Not the one I'm talking about.
Oh, okay. But yeah, it was
But yeah,
Rosemead.
With the white guy, which I'm a cuss now, where he's all, "Fuck yeah!"
Yeah, dude,
That's
that
me.
guy, that guy, like, we have to figure out, like, how we can get that, like, a sample and, like, put it into our song. Like,
That guy is so great. Every time he
such a
comes
cool
on,
guy.
I'm with
Yeah.
him right
He
there.
made it so much better.
I'll send a shout out to Mark Kalaga. That was my buddy from high school. That was that
Nice.
white guy with the beard.
Yeah,
He
that's
was so
typical.